ever since the PS3 and Xbox 360 were ushered in to go and start up this console generation, there was one thing that came with them that became a big deal to a lot of gamers out there. And also, it's something that means jack shit to a whole lot of other gamers. But regardless, this is going to be just nothing but of interest to achievement hunters and trophy hunters. And that's trophies for PS1 classics, PS2 classics, and potentially even the PS3 games that for whatever reason in the world have not ever had any kind of trophies for them. Basically what this is going to translate into is that they won't have to go and modify the actual code of the game, any kind of patches or anything like that. This will just basically allow it to access information at certain points in the game, and it's like, look, a trophy! And it would be kind of cool considering the fact there's a wealth of games for the PS1 classics that I would love to see. I mean, Final Fantasy 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Tactics. I can go with those right there and be a happy camper. But adding Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross and the Resident Evil games, and there's a slew of other shit that I would be so fucking smitten with to see trophy support for. Now you might be thinking, who the fuck cares about trophies? They're little digital fucking nothings you can do nothing with, and that's absolutely true, but at the very least gives you a little more incentive to want to go and try something or achieve something or what the fuck ever. At the end of the day, all it is a fucking bragging right and a dick measuring contest. But regardless, it's just additional stuff, so it's kind of nice for them to want to go and do something that they should have done fucking years ago, which I really don't even understand why they haven't. I always thought the entire time, my god, can you imagine the people who are just like, I'm going to go and download Final Fantasy VII onto the PSN, through PSN, I'm going to play it on my PS3, and oh my god, they have a full list of trophies, and just start drooling, foaming at the mouth and whatnot. Can you imagine that? Like a full list, I'm talking like, with a platinum trophy for all these games. And all the hours that you can go and pour into them, by the gods. And PSN has tons and tons and tons of games on there. And the PS2 selection is kind of jack shit at the moment, but, you know, they'll build it over time. So this will be pretty cool. And also, again, there are a bunch of PS3 games that just have no trophy support whatsoever, even though their Xbox 360 counterparts do have achievements, which I always was confused by that, but that's usually like the first wave of them. So if this is the case, I wonder if this will also apply to some of the older PSN games, or just the PSN games that never had them to begin with. And, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that I started thinking about, but mainly this was something that was just kind of focused entirely on PS1 and PS2 classics on the PlayStation Network. So that's kind of cool. To me, I think that's pretty badass that they're at least going to offer that. Though it does make me kind of curious, does it have to be through the digital versions of these? Like, if we have the physical disc, we pop that fucker in, will it go and read that the same way and still give you the trophy? That's kind of a good question. And I just thought about that now. Something's telling me that's only going to be the digital version, but who the fuck knows at this point. And especially with the fact that you would have to have, like, the first model PS3s to be able to have the PS2 game, to have that support with the trophy stuff and all the other shit. So they're probably like, yeah, fuck all those people. You know, they have that old shit. I'm one of those people. I like my first model gigantic George Foreman grill style PS3. That's the way to go. It plays everything the way it should be. But anyways, does this kind of shit matter to you? If it doesn't matter to you, then you can be like, Alpha, you know, trophies, achievements, quite frankly, they can go and fuck themselves. They really can. I don't care. They can light themselves on fire, throw themselves down a fucking hill, and at the bottom, I want them to go inside of a kiddie pool filled with gasoline, and grenades, and broken glass. Fuck it, why not? That'll be fantastic. Then I want ravenous dogs to go and just rape them to death. Like, further death. Maybe reanimate them or something. Then super death them. Yeah, super death AIDS dog, zombie dog rape. There you go. If that's the case, wow, that is like deep-rooted hatred, like unadulterated hatred that I don't even want to fuck with, and you may want to look into like getting some kind of medication. Just calm the fuck down. But yeah, if you don't like trophies or achievements or anything like that, then you can just be like, I could really fucking care less because I'm just fine without them because they don't mean a fucking thing to me. And if they do mean a whole lot to you, then you're probably singing the praises of something potentially like this happening because it'll just add a bunch more stuff to a pre-existing catalog of games that you may already have or potentially were going to get. So yes, thumbs up, thumbs down to that idea. I have no fucking clue. Regardless, though, yeah, I felt the need to go and talk about it because it was kind of interesting, and the whole trophy thing and achievement thing was just, I don't know, something on my brain. On my noggin! Anyway, so, share your comments, opinions, feelings, grievances, or fucking, like, excitement and all the other good shit down below in the comment box. And as always, this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.